I knew that I wanted to go to a school where I could have an immediate impact on the field. I knew that I didn't want to sit on the bench, and I didn't want my opportunity to be altered. I wanted to be the one to control that. I knew that all schools where I would have had to take a red shirt year, or there was an excess of a person at that particular position, regardless of the sport, that wasn't in the cards for me. And as hard as it could have been at times for some schools that I was interested in, I still felt as though that it was the right decision for me. And if a school didn't have something I was looking for, I could easily just cross that one off the list.
I knew I needed a smaller roster size to where I was going to be able to develop fully as a player and get the, I'll call it attention. I didn't need literally attention from the coaches. I didn't seek attention, but I wanted to be noticed and I wanted to be valued. So that was my non-negotiable, was a roster where I'd make an impact whether I was playing or not, and I'd be seen and able to add value however it was needed.
I wanted to be a difference maker in the program. So it wasn't, I didn't want to ride the bench, but I also wanted to know that if I did, I could make an impact in a different way. So I wanted to be able to connect with my teammates. I wanted to be able to connect with my coaches in a different way. So that's kind of the athletic side of it. Academically, I came to realize that a smaller classroom was a non-negotiable for me. I went into the process with a completely different perspective on that. After, like I mentioned earlier, like getting a tour meeting with professors, I realized that it was really important for me to step foot into the classroom and my professor to know I was present that day. And if I had missed because of softball or because I was sick, that they noticed that and they reached out or they checked in with me in the next class to make sure I caught up. Those were definitely some of my non-negotiables.
I wanted a place where I could feel comfortable in the event that I wasn't playing baseball. So I needed to look at it through an athletic, but also an academic and kind of social lens. So it wasn't a particular item that was non-negotiable. It was a sort of a sense of community and a sense of engagement that I could potentially feel that was really only accessible when you either stepped on a campus and visited a school or interacted with some students who are either currently or recently graduated. So while not necessarily quantifiable, it was more kind of a feel element.